Hi guys, I'm Jaden.
And I'm Jeff.
And welcome to 180. This week we're going to be telling the story of the lost sheep. This story was told by Jesus when some of the church leaders were getting angry at him. They were angry that Jesus was hanging out with people that the church considered to be bad people. They were angry that Jesus would treat someone outside the church like they were an old friend and not like they would treat them. Jesus looked at them and began to tell the story of the lost sheep.
There was a farmer in his field who was leading his sheep to the pasture to eat. It was a day like every other day, and he was tired from working in the sun. When he had gotten the sheep to the pasture and they were locked in, he did his usual count to make sure that they had all gotten back safely, and that there was no animals that had taken them, like a lion or something like that. As he was counting, he realized he had only counted 99. So he counted again and again. He found that there again was only 99 sheep. The farmer began to look around the field for the missing sheep. Maybe the sheep was just slower than the rest and it was on its way. So he took a look around the area where the pasture was to see if the sheep was still there.
When he realized that the sheep wasn't there, he knew he had to go look for it. He looked at the 99 sheep he had in the pasture, checked the lock, and went on his way. He went all over the wilderness to try to find the sheep. He looked for hours and it began to get dark. Finally, at the end of the day, he found his one lost sheep. As he walked back to the pasture where he had left the other sheep, he was ecstatic. All of his sheep were once again present and accounted for. When he had gotten the sheep home that night, he called his friends over for a party, and they had all celebrated the return of the lost sheep. As Jesus told the story, he told the church leaders that this was how God looked at his people. God looks at each and every one of us, and he leads us where we need to go. When we get off track and get a little lost, he's always coming after us to make sure that we get back on the right path.
But just like the shepherd in the story, God is willing to leave the 99 sheep behind just to look for us, just for you and just for me, just to bring us back. We're so important to him that one of us alone is worth him searching, putting himself in danger. There are times where we all feel like we've wandered away and have gotten lost, but God is always willing to come searching for us. That's a guarantee. Suppose one of you had 100 sheep and lost one. Wouldn't you leave the 99 and go into the wilderness to look for that lost one until you found it? You can be sure you would put it across your shoulders rejoicing, and when you got home, you would call all your friends and neighbors and saying, "Celebrate with me. I found my lost sheep." Count on it. There's more joy in heaven over one sinner's rescued life than over 99 good people who don't need to be rescued. These are the exact words of Jesus.
As we move into summer and only 1 week left of youth, we want you guys to know that we are always here for you. You can message us on Instagram, you can come and see us, and if you need something, we'd love to be able to help you. And know that God is constantly searching for his lost sheep, and that he will not stop until you come back home safely.
As we move into summer and have only 1 week of youth left, we want you guys to know that we're always here for you.
You can message us on Instagram, you can come and see us, and if you need something, we'd love to help you.
And know that God is constantly searching for his lost sheep, and that he'll not stop until you come back home safely.
We've had a really great year, and thank you guys for listening.
Until next time, we'll see ya.